Hello, Sagittarius placements. Let's do your next 48-hour reading. All right. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and if you would like a private personal reading, make sure to check my bio, okay, for more information. It is all listed in my bio or in every single description box of every video that I post, okay? So, that being said, Sagittarius, some of you guys might be cleansing your energy or your space, okay? Y'all could be saging. Y'all might get some incense like I have right here, okay? Some of you guys may be, I'm hearing tropical, okay? Some of you guys could be traveling or thinking about some sort of vacation you want to take, okay? Or just some sort of trip. Doesn't have to be far. I was seeing a lot of things about Florida, okay? So some of you guys could be from Florida or visiting Florida, okay? Let's see. And we're going to do your next 48, but this is still technically timeless. So whenever you see this, it could resonate, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, use common sense, and watch for your placements, okay? Let's see. Some of you guys could have a cat, okay? Let's see what's going on. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48 hours. Make sure to like the video, please, and thank you if you are in here. Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius placements. 1 second. Okay. What is going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48? What is going on for Sagittarius? Next 48 hours. Okay, some of y'all could be starting a new job or some sort of new business and in why can't I talk? Some sort of new business adventure, okay? Some of you guys could just be getting some sort of money or something that you manifested is finally going to be coming through in the next 48 Sagittarius, okay? So let's see. Oh, why are you guys disappointed? Some of you guys may be disappointed in the next 48, or you could be grieving something, or just a little bit sad in general in the next 48 hours, okay? Yeah, it could be about your work. Some of you guys are discouraged about your finances or your job situation right now, okay? Let's see. You have options, Sagittarius. Make sure to like the video if you're in here, please and thank you. Okay. But Sagittarius, if you are sad or you feel like you can't find a job or you feel like, when am I gonna take off or something, or when is this gonna take off? You have other options that you can incorporate into whatever you're doing already. Okay, so take that how it resonates. But I feel like you guys need to kind of branch out. Okay, I'm also hearing family tree, so some of you guys might be like looking more into your ancestry or something like that. Okay, let's see. But yeah, there's something here about like you have options of what you can do to make more money. Okay, or you need to start looking up more ways to make money, okay? Because, sitting around all day hoping that you're going to get some money is not actually going out there and getting money, okay? Some of you guys, you know what? Sagittarius, for some of y'all might have to do some shady shit to get this money, okay? Some of you, I don't know, but we got the Seven of Swords here, okay? So I'm hearing by any means, okay? So some of y'all could be, I don't know, scamming or so you could have a come up or something like that, okay? Who is doing that? Okay. What's the Seven of Swords here for Sagittarius? Or be careful of being scammed, okay, in the next 48. Something may not be what it seems. I don't know why I'm also hearing something is not that important, okay? So yeah, and we just have the Nine of Swords reversed, okay? So Sagittarius, something is not that important. You need to focus on something else, and it's probably your money, okay? Or finding a job or something like that. Somebody needs to focus on the right things, okay? Yeah, somebody needs to like stop worrying about you guys don't want to change. Some of you are refusing to change something when it comes to how you get your money. And that's why you're stuck. That's why it's stagnant. Okay? So, I mean, you could be stubborn, but things are not going to get better necessarily if you don't switch things up, if you don't branch out, if you don't look at other opportunities or other ways to do things. Okay? Um, some of you guys really need to open up your horizon. Okay? You don't have to do the same thing forever. Okay? So yeah, that's the truth. Okay? Ace of Swords. Some of you guys might do something, some of you guys could make money by using your voice, okay, or speaking the truth about something, okay, or certain situations. What's that about? Yeah, because I feel like something is taking a long time to grow. It could be your money. We have the Seven of Pentacles, but you should do something else in the meantime, okay? So I hope that makes sense. But some of you guys need to have two jobs, have two streams of income or more, okay? So you can stay busy. Let's see. And then we have Page of Swords reversed, okay? Some of you guys, you know how I just said something about using your voice or speaking? I'm also hearing like project your voice, like speak up, speak louder, okay? That could also help you. But some of you guys don't want to do that. You want to stay like in the shadows, or you're too shy to put yourself out there or speak up about something, okay? Something about your voice will literally help you so much when it comes to your finances. Sagittarius, okay? So, let's see. Yeah, look, stability, Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you used to do something with your voice, okay? And that really helped you. I'm hearing get through life, okay? So I don't know what that's about. Somebody could be like a voice actor, or that could be something that you're good at, or you could do like ASMR or something. Don't do that shit around me. I can't do ASMR. That's nope. Um it just makes my skin crawl, but I know some people love it to pieces, and that's okay, but not for me. But some of y'all might be doing something like that, or you could make money doing that, or you would be successful doing something with your voice. Okay, so man or woman. I'm also getting something about like in impersonation, but not like in a bad way. Something about your voice, like you can impersonate. Yeah, this is like a voice actor. Some of y'all might be voice actors. And you know how, think of like, Miss Rachel or whatever for the kids. Miss Rachel, she uses her voice. That's not her like real voice, what she does on the show, but her voice literally is what, how you see the videos of where kids are like perking up, like, oh my God. But as soon as they hear like the first syllable of whatever Miss Rachel says, okay, it's something like that. All right. Your voice is very powerful. Okay, so there's something, I don't know. For those of you who understand, good. But let's see. What else is going on for Sagittarius next 48 hours? Where you need to speak up. If it's not changing your voice necessarily, it's speaking louder. You need to project your voice if you want to be heard, okay? I'm also hearing it's bigger than black and white. It's bigger than black and white. Somebody could be mixed. Or someone just has you, it could be you, Sagittarius. You have like a very black and white way of thinking, okay? We are Scorpios in Vedic astrology, so that can make sense. But some of you guys need to open up your horizon, okay? Not everything is this or that. Sometimes it's a gray area, and you need to start exploring that gray area, okay? So whatever that means to you, take it how it resonates, okay? Let's see. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. People will really love whatever it is that you are going to be doing or could do with your voice. You know what I'm thinking of though? Okay, Sagittarius. I know that I've always been told I have a lower voice, you know, oh, you talk like a man. Da, da, da. Yeah, I've gotten over that. I don't give a shit no more. I'm not gonna, whatever. But I used to be insecure because about my voice. But now as an adult, like people say they love my voice, you know. I have so many people tell me that. But growing up, you know, as a young girl, like people were like, why do you sound grown as fuck? You know? But now it's like a compliment to people, you know, or for me, from people. But there's something about somebody needs to, you don't have to, but somebody should make their voice higher, okay? Especially if you're a woman. I'm talking to the women here. Um, there is something where I saw like men tend to find women who speak in a higher tone, more feminine, okay? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking of that clip from the Pop the Balloon series where she was like African or something, right? And all the men like popped their balloons as soon as she spoke, like she was like, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah." And all the men went pop 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 pop, you know, with their balloons because her voice was so deep, you know. And I feel like cuz her traits and everything, like the men on the show, they probably should have given her a chance, but I feel like maybe they were concerned, like, is this a man? You know, like, you know, they were thrown off by her deep voice. I'm not saying that you have to change anything. You don't have to, but something may be beneficial if you up the tone or the volume of your voice, okay? Hello, welcome in. Hi, Karan. Um, or Karen. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Let's see. But yeah, some of you guys, you know, just something to consider, okay? And I know even I probably could benefit from doing that, but I'm in the house and it's nighttime and unless I'm in my car, you guys probably notice when I'm in my car, I speak louder, obviously. But when I'm in the house, no. Okay. So let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, let's get some Oracle for Sag, next 48. Make sure to like the video if you're in here. And I also want to say like something about accents, okay? Um somebody could have an accent, Sagittarius. You could have an accent, okay? Cuz remember how I said somebody could be trying to mimic somebody or impersonate something when it comes to someone's voice. Like somebody could be like faking an accent, like you know how people do the British accent or something or an Australian accent. You might be someone who's really good at impersonating different languages, okay? There's something about your voice, Sagittarius. I don't know. Some of y'all may want to look into voice acting or something like that, okay? Let's see. Especially if you don't typically like to be like face on camera, okay? I feel like you can talk somebody into doing whatever you want by using your voice if you really tried, Sagittarius. Okay, so take that how you want to. Let's see what else is going on for Sagittarius for their next 48 hours. Okay, promiscuous. Yep, and as I just said that, some of y'all need to use your voice if you are like I don't know if you're making videos or something, or if you do sex work or something, but if you do, use your voice, okay? Somebody needs to be more verbal, okay? I don't know what that's about. But let's see. Also, Sagittarius, in the next 48, you need to make sure that some sort of documents do not expire or that something is still valid, okay, when it comes to some sort of date on some sort of papers, okay? Independent. I'm also hearing independent contract, okay, or contractor. Some of you guys might be trying to start your own business, okay? You need to make sure that something is valid so that you don't get caught up with, any legal shit going on, okay? Make sure to plan your, how you're going to spend your money if you are trying to start a business, okay? Budget. Make sure your money's going in the right places. I feel like someone has a solid plan, or you have a solid plan when it comes to whatever business idea that you have, but you have to execute it properly, and you have to do it legally the right way, unless you want to get in trouble, right? But let's see. And you should make sure that something is not like expired, because also something about the law could have changed. Okay, so if you are doing something new, make sure that you're following the updated law. Okay, some of y'all could be choosing to stay in when it comes to partying. Okay, someone could invite you out, Sagittarius, in the next 48, and you may want to go at first, but I feel like you might say no, or some of y'all are going to say yes. And okay, you know how when sometimes people invite you out and you finally get outside, right? And then you're like, I should have stayed home. Some of you guys could be experiencing that. That's what I'm saying. If someone invites you out, Sagittarius, in the next 48, whether it's to a club, a party, an outing, or something, I feel like you're going to want to go home. Watch for your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, okay? North Node. But I feel like you're going to want to go back home, or you're not going to be having as much fun as I'm hearing they said it was going to be. So somebody could be saying like, oh, Sagittarius, come to this party, or, why don't you show up? And you show up and you're like, I knew I should have stayed home, okay? So let's see. Some of y'all might be volunteering or could be going to the animal shelter or something like that in the next 48 hours as well, okay? I also feel like if someone invites you out in the next 48, you already have work to do. So I want to say just go to work, okay? Or do what you got to do. You already have shit to do. You're busy. You might have a little time or a little break or whatever, but you're busy. So don't waste your time at this pointless party that's not even going to be fun for you, okay? And you need to preserve your energy for the next day or whenever you have to, go back to work or whatever. Let's see. Someone's also very attracted to you, Sagittarius. Okay, you could be flirting with somebody in the next 48, especially if you feel like love sucks. Okay, you could be finally like having a spark between you and someone else around you. Someone may like spark something in you, especially if you are like fuck love. Okay, someone's gonna make you feel again. Okay, or something like that. Your heart chakra could be opening up more. Let's see. But yeah, some of you guys need to maintain a work-life balance. Okay, like I said, I feel like some of you guys are gonna be real busy, but it's good to have fun too. But you gotta have a balance. Okay, some of you guys are trying to work so that you can work for yourself, so that you can have more freedom in the future. Okay, let's see. Some of you guys could be taking the train, okay? Or you could be walking near a train station in the next 48 hours. Yeah, y'all can have a drink or two. It's not to say that you can't or shouldn't go out, but whoever's inviting you out in the next 48, you probably don't want to go with them or to wherever they're inviting you because it's not going to be fun. So if you do want to go out, have a drink or whatever, go by yourself or invite somebody else, okay? I don't know. This could be your coworker too, okay? Could be someone that is your coworker trying to say, hey, come with us. If you're anything like me, I don't go out with coworkers. I used to when I was like 21 years old because I just had started going to the bars and stuff, but no. Any place I work, no. I'm not going, we're not buddies. We're not, you know? Cuz if I get drunk around you and then, maybe Sagittarius, this could be a message. Don't go out with your coworkers cuz they could be I don't know if you're going to get too drunk or something, and you don't want to act a certain way around people who you work with, because then you got to go into work the next day or whenever, and it's going to be embarrassing, or they're going to be like, "Psst, psst, 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 psst. The Sagittarius, they get I'm not saying you act crazy when you're drunk or whatever, Sag, but some of you, I would not go out with a coworker if they ask you out after work or something. Politely decline, okay? Let's see. Do not mix business and pleasure, okay? Some of you guys are dating a, a gang member, okay? Some of y'all, or you're thinking about entering a relationship with someone who's in the streets. Are they really though? Hater, okay. Sagittarius. Why do I feel like someone's not like a gangster? Someone's pretending, or some man thinks that he's like hood or something. One of those annoying motherfuckers. You know, all they have is like a dirty house and some roaches, and they want to call themselves like from the hood or some street shit. Okay, so I feel like someone could be lying about like what they're actually about. Someone's not really street. Okay. Some of you guys, Sagittarius, you need to. You know what though? I'm getting some of you guys don't have a type for real. Like you like all types of people. Men, women, light, dark, medium, brown. Okay, some of y'all don't discriminate like at all. Or your dating history has been like that, okay? Man or woman. Some of y'all don't. Your dating history is very drastic, okay? And look, my boo. Some of you guys are in a relationship or dealing with somebody. Somebody could be wanting to make something official with you, okay? How do you feel about that? Burned out. Some of y'all are going to run away from this person. If somebody asks you to be like more with them, you may like run away, or you may check out. That's so Sagittarius. Running away when things get too real. Not too real, but like love wise, Sagittarius are like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, you like me even though I just liked you? Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. I feel like some of you guys are doing that type of thing in the next 48, okay? So, let people down easy. If, yeah, look, escape. I'm dead. Sagittarius, you and Pisces, the escapists of the zodiac. Maybe that's why y'all are always attracted to each other. But some of y'all might be dealing with the Pisces. Some of you guys need to, if you're trying to get away from somebody who wants to be more with you, Sag, you need to block them on social media. You need to not entertain them, okay? Some of you guys need to know the difference between rejecting somebody and no, not the difference between. If you want to reject somebody, you need to not entertain them. Because I feel like some of you guys might be like, oh, well, I rejected them, but I'm still flirting with them. Like, that doesn't make sense. So don't do that. If you don't want somebody to get the wrong impression, why are you still entertaining them as if you like them? You know? So, what you may see as harmless is misleading whoever you're trying to get away from, or that you don't actually want to take serious. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. What's going on for Sagittarius next 48? Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra. We have lawyer here. Okay. Yeah, literally releasing somebody. But I'm hearing like in spirit, you're trying to get your version of getting rid of somebody is not getting rid of them. Like you keep them on the back burner. You don't actually let them go. You keep them on the back burner, Sag. I see it here. Some of y'all watch for your placements, but if you say you reject somebody, you need to not entertain it afterward, okay? So, I don't know. You could be like Libra, where, I just told somebody that in a reading. Libras like to flirt. Libras will friend zone you and still flirt with you. So don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Y'all are confusing. Yeah, because that could cause some drama. I'm telling you, if you want to not deal with somebody, if you want somebody to understand that you don't like them, block them and stop talking to them completely, okay? Because if you don't, you're leading them on, especially if you're still flirting with them, because I feel like some of you guys are still doing that. Somebody's going to cause some drama. So to prevent that, cut it off and don't entertain it, okay? Look, and new boo. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody new and you got to cut off your exes. Like that song Relationship, okay? Who's that by Young Thug or whatever? What'd he say? I'm in a relationship with all my bitches. Okay, so y'all got hoes. Okay. Some of y'all got hoes. Or you will whenever this plays out. Sagittarius. Okay. Look, what did I just tell you? If you don't cut somebody off, and I mean block them and not entertain them because you want to be nice or whatever, they're going to stalk you and they're going to get a little crazy. So, just cut it off. Because, sometimes you have to hurt people's feelings when it comes to certain situations, and that's okay. It's not mean to say no to somebody. Just letting you know, okay? If you don't like somebody, if you don't want to be with them like that, cut it off. Especially once you know that they're not on the same page as you or that they do want more and you don't. Say no, cut it off. or expect the drama, Let's see. Anything else for Sagittarius? Next 48. Some of y'all could be shopping, grocery shopping, okay, in the next 48. You could work in retail. Some of you guys might be trying to look for more fresh food, okay, vegetables, fruits, and things like that. Something more organic, okay. I'm also hearing Sagittarius, there is no right time, so just do it. There's no right time, so just do it. Whether that means saying something that you need to say, doing something that you need to do, paying something that you need to pay. There's no right time, so just do it now, okay? Or you need to do something before it's too late. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you guys may not have the best finances right now, so pay it now. Or as soon as you can, okay? Some of y'all could be getting your hair done, okay, in the next 48, or doing some sort of spa treatment or esthetician stuff, okay? You could be one of those. You could do nails, hair, something to do with beauty, okay? Some of you guys could be looking for a new hair person or a new nail tech or something like that, okay? You may have a hard time finding somebody who can like do whatever your old person did beauty wise, okay? You do know there's, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but there's so many people online on Facebook, even on Snapchat. You see the people promoting their lash business and nail business and stuff like that. You got to look online. I'm sure there's great people out there. Just read the reviews and stuff like that. And sometimes word of mouth is the best um, source. Sometimes, hey, haven't you heard about blah 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 and their work? What did you think of the service they did for you? Ask around, especially to people that you know in your daily life. Okay? It doesn't hurt. I know like two Sagittarius right now who actually do have their own business um, for lashes and all that beauty stuff. So, and make sure that something's clean. Okay, we have bathroom pristine here. I feel like you may get lucky if you are trying to find somebody who is good at their job or whatever service that they do have to offer. I feel like you will find somebody who is a reputable source, okay, or person to go to. But some of you guys could be concerned about like something being clean, or you need to look at something or the way somebody does their service to make sure that it's clean, okay, or saline or whatever. Just because something looks good on the outside doesn't mean that it's always, you know, sanitary, okay? Do you get what I'm saying? So let's get a few more for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, fake friends. Surface story. If you got friends around you, Sagittarius, make sure that someone's not telling like half truths, okay? Because if you're telling half the truth, you're a liar. You're a bold-faced lie. You're a liar, okay? Half truths are whole lies. I don't care what anybody says. If you tell half the truth, well, you didn't ask me that. You're lying. You lied. You're a liar. Liar. Okay, so make sure that someone's telling the full truth, even if it's a friend of yours. Okay, because you could have a weird ass friend who doesn't like to tell the whole story. Okay, if you ask that person or your friend what happened, I don't know. They could be the type of person who's like, well, you didn't ask me who I was with. You shouldn't have to. You should just tell the truth. Because people know when they're leaving out certain information. So, yeah, look, someone could be trying to paint over or gloss over some very key, important information that you should know. Okay? What's that about? Look, someone is playing games with you. It's a friend or someone that you call a friend, or I don't know. Someone's playing in your face in the next 48, Sagittarius, man or woman. And they could be like looking at you, they could be staring at you. Like, yeah, I know the truth, but unless you ask me a specific question, I'm not going to answer what you actually want to know. Like, someone's weird like that. Ew. If someone does lie to you, Sagittarius, in the next 48, you will get justice, though. You will find out everything that you need to know. Okay? Things will come full circle. What is this secret about? Okay. Whatever this friend is, quote unquote, hiding from you, I feel like it has something to do with why something has not moved forward or why you haven't been seeing any changes in something. Okay, so I don't know what that could pertain to for you. It'll be different for all of you, but your fake ass friend could be behind the reason why something is not flowing or why something has been stagnant. Someone's been holding you up or causing you blockages, causing you to be not seen or not chosen or something like that. Like someone's doing something like that in the background. Okay. And they're obsessed with doing this too. We have obsession, change, flow. entrepreneurial spirit. If you're an entrepreneur, Sagittarius, I would not trust any friends that you have around you, okay? Because a friend of yours, someone that you called a friend, I don't know if it's past or present. It seems like it's present enough, okay? They're the reason why something's not moving forward. In your business, we literally have entrepreneur, river, change, flow, obsession, key player, fake friends, surface level story, playing games in your face. And you're trying to be independent. And they're blocking you. It also could be because you look good, okay? You could be looking very attractive in the next 48. Whoever is doing this weird shit to you in the background, they are someone who is jealous of how you look or what you have. And they could have more than you, you know. Someone's doing something weird in the background to make you struggle. It's weird. Like I said, you will get justice, Sagittarius. You will come out on top either way from whatever this person's trying to do. Could be someone very religious, someone who's very much about God, 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 you know. They feel like you're doing something wrong, but in reality, they're trying to sabotage you. So is that really of the Lord? Is it? For you Christian, you know, God-fearing people, you're trying to sabotage somebody. You're trying to sabotage the Sagittarius placements, but you want to claim to be of the Lord? How does that make sense? Just a question. You're so holy, but you do weird shit in the background to purposely mess with people and their lives or their money or something like that. Weirdo. I don't know about y'all. Look, happiness hater at the bottom of the deck. I don't know about y'all, but that's not a God I would want to worship. You know, where I could just be fake as fuck in the background to people and hurt people and do weird shit like that and then go back and pray and everything's okay. No. Karma doesn't skip a beat. I don't care what you believe in. So, whether you believe it or not, karma is real, okay? I don't care if you don't believe in anything. Karma's real. You could say, I'm an atheist. All right. You'll still reap the consequences of what you do in the background. Somebody sees everything. And even if you don't believe that, you know, there's a higher power out there, there's a camera on every corner. There's cameras in our phones, you know. Someone's always watching. Someone's always listening. Whichever way you want to put it. Somebody saw you, okay? So, that being said, that is what I got for you guys, Sagittarius. Okay. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video. And if you want a personal reading, make sure to look in my bio for information. They're available anytime. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys have a great morning, slash day, night, whenever you see this. Okay. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Or technically later today.